guys, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming. So if you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Remember the Flowers. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, guys. Please sit back and enjoy for the next 18 minutes. Let me entertain you, and let's jump right in. Alarm chain, you're up, and let's go. Okay. This might be easier than wandering alone. Plus, Cooper would get mad at me if I dawdled. As I walk up to her desk, I realize something. I think she's asleep. Excuse me, Miss Marantha? I get closer, and yep, she's asleep. She even has a pillow on her desk. I look around for some sort of bell to wake her up. I feel bad, but I do want to get out of here as soon as possible. There's some kind of cube thing next to her nameplate. I tap the cube, and sure enough, it produces a small ding, instantly waking her. Oh. Hello? Oh, hello, sir. Did I fall asleep again? Hello, and, yeah, I guess you did? Oh, dear me, I do apologize for that. I hope you weren't waiting long. Her voice sounds like if a stuffed animal sheep came to life. She's adorable. It's no trouble at all, ma'am. I'm sorry for waking you. Oh, look at you being so considerate. If everyone around here was like you, this job would be heaven. She hops down from her chair to greet me. Definitely a couple feet shorter than me. I take it you need me to help. You need some help deciding? Oh, yes, I need some advice. I'm not looking for anything. I pause. Extravagant. Oh, and here I thought we had some of the more tame selections around these parts. I guess that explains your accent. She laughs, but I freeze. Oh, fuck, this must be why Cooper told me to keep quiet. They could pick me out from a crowd just by talking. Swarm! Swarm! Where are you from, sir? She almost trills as she walks me along the selections. Do I lie? Do I tell the truth? Vermont? She tilts her head at me, smiley expression unfading. Oh, wow. What? I've never heard of the place. What province is it in? Hey, what's that? Oh, that's by designer. Heh. I say, phew. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. I'll have to talk with Cooper about how to handle these kinds of situations. I let her chatter on. It's honestly just pleasant to hear her talk. She asks about my tastes and what I'm looking for. After I give her the rundown, she claps her hooved hands. Oh, that explains why you thought we mainly had extravagant stuff. You're looking for something minimalist. Sure. I just nod. I don't really think of clothes as some sort of art. If she can help me get what I want, that's all I care about. In that case, I think something over here would be perfect. Despite her short legs, she's speedy. I nearly have to jog to catch up to her, which only wears me out more. These were designed by a relatively new designer. He's still up and coming, so I'm sure he'd appreciate your business. I look over and yeah, these seem pretty standard to me. Just how I like it. After a few minutes of perusing, I pick out a few outfits. They have tags on them, but I can't tell what currency they're in. I think I can make out some sort of stylized P, but that's it. I just don't want to break the bank for Cooper. I think these should be fine. Is there anywhere to try them on? Certainly, please follow me. I nod again. Her enthusiasm at this time of night is impressive. She scurries off to another wall and holds out her wrist. Huh, she has an axiom too. Hers looks different, cuter than Cooper's. She draws a rectangle on her pink screen and a door appears on the wall. Here you are, sir, the dressing room. It also has a bathroom if you want to freshen up. And when you want to leave, just hit the button on the table. Do you have any questions? I think I'm okay. Thank you for all your help. I really appreciate it. Oh, aren't you just the sweetest? Well, just holler if you need me. With that, she scurries back to her desk. I'm so tired that I can only muster a half wave to her. She's very nice. I look toward the opening and head in. Oop. What do we got? It's dark for a moment before a harsh pinkish hue illuminates the area. I have to shield my eyes, dropping my clothes. Sensing discomfort. Uh-oh. Droid! The lights then tone down drastically to the point of just softly revealing everything. Is this to your satisfaction, customer? Sure, I guess. I don't even question it at this point. Very well. Enjoy your stay. Creepy. I scoop up the clothes and walk around slowly. It's pretty spacious for a dressing room. This place is freaking huge. Who needs this much space to get dressed? There's what seems to be a vanity along with a large mirror framed in neon lighting. I'm still far away enough, but it's dawning on me. I have to get a good look at myself. Why am I so nervous? How bad can it be? If my arms and legs are anything to go by, pretty bad. Okay, that's enough. I'm still me, whoever that is. I say that, but I close my eyes as I get closer to the table. After I feel around for a place to put the clothes down, I open my eyes. Wow, my hair is really long. I stroke it again, really getting a feel for the length. It doesn't look like I've eaten much in a long time, either. I'm not withering away, but I definitely can see a lot of bones. My cheekbones in particular are fairly pronounced, along with a pasty complexion. I guess I don't get much sun, either. This sudden confrontation with my own reflection just makes my mind wander. Where have I been, and with who? I can feel another panic attack coming, and I stand up straight. We can panic later. I need to get used to this. What I've become. I take a deep breath and start preparing myself for what's next. What does my chest look like? I clutch the bottom of my shirt, and although I hesitate for a moment, I decide to just pull the thing off. For a moment, I look away from the mirror, but I glance, then look fully. Oh, wow, Geralt when he's younger. Wow. I'm not sure if I'm disgusted or just plain shocked. My ribs are easily showing, along with several stitch scars throughout my chest. Damn, dude, you look like a damn witcher. Good lord. I trail my fingers over a few of them, which makes me shudder. I didn't really realize it, but my hands are pretty cold. I repeat my new mantra. How the hell did I end up like this? I stare at the reflection in the mirror for a while longer. The only thing I can recognize are my green eyes. I remember Damien used to compliment them all the time. Eventually, I snap myself out of it. As weird as I look, we don't have a lot of time. I'll get used to it sooner or later. I turn, and that's when I'm met with the weirdest part of my body. Oh. Along my spine are several pieces of metal. They look like ports. I'm not very flexible right now, but I managed to get my arm around to feel one of them. I push into one and immediately feel a wave of nausea, almost falling over. Ugh! Yeah, don't do that. There's some sort of flash, a bright light, along with the feeling of tightness around my limbs. Fuck, my face was hard enough, but that's not something I'm going to get used to easily. I shake myself out of my stupor and just rush to get my clothes on, not wanting to look at what the mirror is showing me anymore. Jeez. Poor guy. Thankfully, it doesn't take long for me to figure out an outfit. It's a black turtleneck and dark pants. I can't tell what they're made of, though. The turtleneck is light, but I already feel like I'm warming up. The pants almost feel like jeans, but smoother with fabric I've never felt before. Probably best not to think about it. As long as they're functional, that's all I care about. I'm ready to leave, so I push the button thing on the table. It takes about a minute for the door to open. I wonder if she fell asleep again. I don't blame her. I'm surprised they have anyone working this late at night. I gather up all the extra clothes in one arm and my old scrubs in the other. I try to compose myself, still disturbed by what I've become. Poor guy. He's pretty cute, though. Oh, whoa. Marantha is back at her desk, waving at me. Cooper finally lifts his head up from his axiom and walks over to the desk. He doesn't look thrilled. Welcome back! Oh, wow, that outfit does look nice on you. Very comfortable. I might need to try that designer out myself. Ha! Well, thanks. I'm not sure if I'm much to look at, though. Oh, you're definitely one of the more unique-looking humans I've ever come across. She turns to Cooper. Wouldn't you agree? She's beaming. I don't think even Grumpy Cooper can ignore that. He looks okay. Unique is definitely a good word. I rub the back of my neck. It wasn't much, but I do appreciate the compliment. After everything in the dressing room, I'm desperate for any boost of confidence. So, how much? Well, let's see. Give me a moment to calculate everything. She takes out her frilly axiom and starts tapping away. I move next to Cooper, wondering what they're doing. Is this how money works around here? More or less, at least in the ritzy cities. They don't trust physical cash. Weird. Cooper huffs before lifting up his own axiom. I can see him slide the screen to a different window. There are numbers along it. And there. That should do it. She types before sliding her screen forward, and I see it appear on Cooper's. I can actually read it for once. Maybe it's a customer service thing. Cooper reads it too and doesn't look happy. He grimaces and groans quite loudly. I guess it's expensive. He looks me over again before sighing and tapping a button. I think his signature pops up along with the numbers on his screen dropping near to 0. Oh. Now I feel bad. Thank you for your patronage, Mr. Krager? Cooper narrows his eyes at her, then slides his axiom off with annoyance. We're leaving now. Oh, okay. I turn to Marantha. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again sometime. Oh, you! That's supposed to be my line! She reaches over her counter to shake my hand. Pleasure doing business with you as well, sir. Don't worry about the clothes. I'll take care of them. Thanks. I appreciate it. I hand her the pile of clothes I didn't take, keeping the ones I wore under my arm. I tried to fold them like she gave them to me, but yeah, that was kind of hard. Have a good morning, boys. You too, ma'am. Hope you get some good rest. We wave to each other, but then Cooper locks his arm around mine, taking us out of the establishment. Cooper's like, stop wasting time in there, you stupid fuck. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, he says to himself. I guess I was right that it was expensive. Sorry. It's fine. It was my idea. I'll get paid again soon anyways. Just know that it didn't come cheap. Okay, thank you. Cooper huffs and nods before letting me walk on my own. We walk again on the sidewalks. However, this time I don't know where we're going. I'm curious about something, though. So, Cooper Krager? He whips around to look at me. If you know what's good for you, don't ever say that name again. Okay, sorry. He huffs yet again and continues on. I really don't want to be in a bad spot with him. Sure, he's kind of pushy, but even in just the past few hours, he's done nothing but take care of me. I'll need to figure out a way to repay him somehow. So where are we going? Home. I pause. I know we're going to resume, but what about right now? What? No. He turns to me. We're going to my home. You'll be spending the night. This time I stop walking before going wide-eyed. Wait, you're not homeless? I'm partly joking, but with how shady he is and with how much he smells, I just assumed he was. He looks completely done with me, though, as he doesn't give me even a verbal reaction. He just keeps walking. I go to catch up to him. I guess I should expect unexpected things. Like spending the night in this strange world with a strange wolf. Ooh, only strange things can happen from here on out. Sexy strange things. Hey, wake up! You're not gonna sleep the whole weekend away, are you? I might be tempted if you'd let me. Come on, wake up, before I make you. I feel the sensation of Damien ripping my covers off, waking up to a blast of cool air. Ah! Whoa, what the fuck? We're in the desert now? Chapter 2. Objectives. My eyes have trouble adjusting for a moment, but I remember where I am. Oops, sorry about that. Cooper says as he tries to hoist me further up his back. I think he almost dropped me. Despite the cool night air, I find myself sweating a fair amount. That's the desert for you. I think about 15 minutes ago my legs finally gave out and Cooper had to resort to giving me a piggyback ride. He's not the best at it. I had to coerce him to take off his bigger rifle, too. Damien's definitely got him beat in that regard. Still, it's better than walking. Once we left the city, most of the paths were gravel and dirt. Cooper said he might have some spare shoes at home I could wear. When I asked where he got them, he told me not to worry about it. He might be right. The less questions I ask, the better. Not like he'll answer them anyway. I'm so tired at this point. It must be near 4 a.m. Every time I try to rest my head against him, that stench blasts my nose. Although I'd rather not mouth breathe so close to his neck. I don't want any of that gross fur in my mouth. Hey, how much longer? Another quarter mile. Another quarter mile, I'd say. Do you not have a car? If I could barely afford that outfit, what makes you think I could afford a car? Fair point. I really shouldn't be complaining. He's carrying me, after all. Still, even if I can't remember most of what happened, I think I should be able to complain just a little bit. No more headaches or nausea, though, which is a plus. Do you really live out here? No, of course not. That city is the only habitable zone for miles. So where are we going? Again with the questions. Again with the dodging of said questions. I give an annoyed and exaggerated yawn. I know you said things are classified, but if we're almost there, isn't that enough of a window to fill me in? You'd be surprised how quickly clients will cancel a contract upon leaking information. Is that not leaking information? I'm starting to slip back down again, and Cooper tries to hoist me up. Please stop talking. I'm tired, and I'm not in the mood to banter. Okay, sorry. He grunts at that, and I frown. Remember, I'm not doing this because I want to. I'd much rather be shooting the shit with my friends at the bar than carry your scrawny ass across the country. Aw, sorry, I'll be more mindful. My heart does sink at that a bit, but he's right. I do need to keep in mind that we're not friends, or ever will be friends. Just coincidental acquaintances. I must really be lonely if I'm growing attached to this jerk. Cooper sighs, though, and even surprises me. No, that was a bit uncalled for. Believe it or not, you're one of the least insufferable escorts I've had to deal with. Even with the clothes? You're kidding. You kidding? You should see the bills I've had to pay just to make some of these clients happy. Cooper groans before ranting some more. Some of these mafia daughters think they're actual royalty. I can't help but chuckle. That is certainly a problem to have. Can I ask what they made you get them? Maybe in the morning. It is morning. I try and press my luck. Fair enough. I'd like to think he smirked at that. Ooh. Sun coming out. Ooh, the sun's coming out. We carry on in silence for a bit longer, and I think I start to see cracks of pink invade the horizon. The sun must be rising. Is it okay if I sleep when we get there? I might mess up my sleep schedule, but I'm exhausted. Lucky for you, I'm not one for itineraries. As long as we get you to resume on time, I don't care what we do. That sounds a bit contradictory, although I'm too tired to challenge him on it. Good, because I'm definitely about to give out. Just a few more minutes. Okay. We both huff, and I try to get comfy against him one last time. His musk is getting less apparent the longer he carries me. I guess that's something. There, just up the hill. I eventually do start to nod off again, but Cooper wakes me up once more. I'm so sleepy at this point I can barely crack my eyes open. The sun's definitely coming up, which illuminates the hills in front of us. It would be pretty if it wasn't so damn late at night. No. It's like our neighborhood in Fallout 4. What is it? A capsule motel. I think I've heard of capsule hotels before, but not a motel, though. I thought you said we were going home. You'll see soon enough. Besides, we have to get there somehow. Okay. I yawn, but I've made it this long, so I try to stay up. I'll crash on his floor if I have to, and I just want to lay down. After a trek up the hill, Cooper nudges me again and helps me get down. I almost immediately fall over. Cooper has to hold my hand to keep me steady. Come on, almost there. Okay. I yawn loudly. Cooper does as well, surprisingly. He literally props me up against the wall of the first building we see. It reminds me of a cottage, both in size and in appearance. It's completely contrasting the futuristic city we came from. Wait here, I'm going to register us for the night. Okay. It's kind of refreshing to see him open an actual door. I feel a form of nostalgia I can't begin to describe. Oh, and we're back to the desert, okay. Looking around, there isn't much. Besides this cottage I'm propped up against, there are some weird pod things. Now those contrast with the desert cottage. I debate on trying to figure out what they are, but decide I'm too tired for that. Besides, Cooper will explain it to me when he gets back. Maybe. If he's feeling generous. The desert wind is all that's keeping me awake. It must be summer around here, since the night air is somewhat tolerable. I think I remember reading that in the summertime it gets about to the high 60s. It's a bit chilly, but I was already cold before. Cooper is pretty warm. I have to say, being carried by him wasn't the worst thing in the world. Still, he could definitely use some pointers from Damien. Damien. Jeez, I really miss him. The stars begin disappearing one by one as the sun starts to rise. It'd be pretty if it didn't feel like I was about to collapse. Nope, there he goes. Yet again, Cooper's taking a long time, but I guess this time it makes sense. He must be talking with someone to rent us rooms. Wait, does that mean I have to sleep in the same room as him? Alright, I'm gonna pause it right here. Need to stretch my legs. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!